Marie Curie, Sally Ride, Katherine Johnson. Do you know what these women have in common? Well, they've dedicated their lives to science and made significant advances.
There have been many more incredible, inspiring, and super cool women in science. Our next guest is on a mission to spotlight women in STEM careers, and she's doing it with a story and coloring book series called Super Cool Scientists. Please welcome Sara MacSorley of Cambridge. Sara, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
We do want to get into the book, but I want to get to know you a little bit. You actually started your career as a marine biologist.
That's what I went to school to study, yeah. I grew up in Cambridge, off the Choptank River, and was always fascinated with everything you could find at the shore and underwater and wanted to know more about it. So I went to school thinking I would be a marine biology researcher until I had my first research project and realized I didn't like it. So, and at that point, nobody had ever told me what else you can do with a science degree. So I was like, oh, shoot, what am I going to do now? I don't know what else I can do with this 4 years of experience that I have now. And so I got into some more science outreach and communication and had some really great mentors who kind of set me on that path. And that's kind of led to this in a very straight kind of line to get me there, but that's where I started, and not realizing exactly what it was to be a researcher until I had that experience.
Wow. Yeah, because you describe yourself as a people-first project director, writer, and entrepreneur, and you made that transition just through kind of trial and error, and
life just kind of happens, and you have to adjust as you go. So I ended up, getting into like I said, the science outreach and communication, which landed me a position right after college with a big project in Rhode Island that was working to advance marine science research and education. And at the time, they needed a newsletter. And I'm a recent graduate, and I was like, I can do that. So that's where I started with them. And then over the years I was there, became sort of one of their project administrators, managing a $20 million project with 9 colleges. I never would have seen myself doing that, but that's where I landed. And while I was there, got my master's in business administration and kind of got more into leadership and higher education. And then sort of really missed the science, which is sort of what brought it back to the idea that came up for this book.
Now, this book has sold thousands of copies worldwide, and this is your first one.
Correct. That's the original one.
Super Cool Scientist. Can you tell us about it?
So the book project really started, I came up with the idea because I was searching for coloring books that I would want to color, besides wanting a project that brought more science back into my life. And I had searched on Google like women in science coloring book, because it's really important to highlight women doing this important work, because we don't always hear that part of the narrative, and it didn't exist at the time. So I was like, oh wait, maybe I could do that. So I found an illustrator who would work with me and did a crowdfunding campaign to fund the first one, and found 22 amazing women who were interested in being a part of it.
And you have a second book coming out?
I do. It's out now. So it looks a lot like the first one. Same idea. Full pages of the coloring page themselves to color, and also a full page biography of the person, so you know more about what they do and how they got interested in it in the first place. And it's live as of last week. You can find it on Amazon or on our website.
That's so super cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
So why is it important for you to spread the message of inclusion in STEM?
Sure. So, STEM careers are increasingly important, and we don't necessarily have the workforce ready to step into some of those jobs. And they also tend to be higher paying. They're really interesting. They help people. They help the environment, all things a lot of people really want to go into for a job. And a lot of times, even still, women and people of color are really underrepresented in those jobs. So the whole idea of promoting inclusion in STEM is trying to make sure we are sort of using the representation. There are people out there already doing this work. How can we celebrate them a little bit more? And then also, how can we inspire more people to go into the careers, and then sort of also work on recruitment? How can we make the environments more welcoming for people who are already there so they want to stay?
So how has the reaction been?
The reaction's been fantastic, and that was part of why we did the second one. The first one was so much fun, I didn't want to stop. So the best part of the whole thing, I think, is kids will actually send in their coloring pages, and we share them on our social media, and that's always a whole lot of fun to see their interpretation of who they're coloring.
That's wonderful. Oh, wonderful book. Sara MacSorley, author of The Super Cool Scientist, Book 1, and now Book 2. Thank you for being here this afternoon.
Thank you.